All right, let me take you back to the very beginning. It's December 2003. I'm going through a really rough breakup. I'm in a club in Leicester Square in London, and I'm feeling totally lost, totally alone. And on top of it, it's my birthday. So then I see this guy who seems to know everybody in the club, and it turns out it's Beckster. At the time, I had no idea pickup artists were even a thing. Beckster was something else, though. The guy just radiated all this energy in the club, and people were naturally drawn to him. I'd never seen anything like it, and I remember thinking, I totally want to be like that. So that night, way back when, changed everything for me. A couple of years later, I came across the book The Game by Neil Strauss. And so, like a lot of you, that was my first introduction to mystery. And so not long after reading it, I actually met Mystery through a mutual friend, and I got to see him in action in Toronto. By then, I'd been around the whole pickup scene for a while. And I can tell you, Mystery and Beckster were totally on another level. They're hands down the best I'd ever seen and I've ever seen. So learning pickup with these guys took me on this crazy journey, and I grew a lot as a person and as a man. I had some crazy wild experiences, and I met some amazing women. And then, as weird as this sounds, that journey led me right back to, wait for it, that same woman who broke up with me in 2003 just before I met Beckster. So now if you fast forward to 2010, I actually married that woman. We had our first kid in 2011, and I shifted my focus to family, career, and I built a great career for myself, and I absolutely love my kids. But over the years, I drifted away from both my relationship with my wife and honestly from myself. That confidence, that feeling of always knowing what to do when being around women, what to say, and being fully present in the moment, it just totally faded away. And that's something I really want to get back. So it's 2025, I'm in my early 50s, I'm going through this divorce, and that's why I'm keeping things a bit private here. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. It's actually why I'm making this video. Back in the day, I had some amazing wingmen, guys who started exactly where I was at the same point. We figured it out together, and I want to find that again. I want to find wingmen who can, go on this new journey with me. So if any of this resonates with you, I'd love to meet you at the Toronto event. I'm putting my trust in Mystery and in Beckster to help me tap back into what I had 20 years ago and what I'd lost. So they were the best then, and from the private videos Beckster's been sending me, I can tell you that hasn't changed. They're still hands down the best. And look, if I can pick myself up and get back on that horse after 20 years, I know that you can too.